Hi folks. Welcome back to MetaBox Tutorials. Now, get ready to show upcoming events in breakdance, with dynamic and flexible content using custom fields from MetaBox. We're focusing on displaying events with end dates after the current date. Each day, if an event's end date has passed, it magically disappears from the page. All automated. Imagine that today is January 30th. We will filter and display the events that are either ongoing or scheduled for the future. This means that an event with an end date beyond January 30th will be shown on the page. In this case, each event will be a post of a custom post type. I'll create some custom fields to store some typical information about events like this. The start date and the end date will also be used for filtering purposes. Let's check which tools are necessary for this practice. First, we obviously use Breakdance to build the page, which contains the upcoming events section. Next, MetaBox plugin is to have a framework to create a custom post type and custom fields for the events. You can install it directly from WordPress.org. Besides, we also need some MetaBox extensions for the advanced features. You can install them individually or use MetaBox all-in-one to have them all. Here are the extensions we need. MB Custom Post Type, to create a custom post type for the events. MetaBox Builder, to have a UI on the backend to create the custom fields visually. Now, let's start. Go to MetaBox and create a new post type for the events. After publishing, a new menu for your post type will appear right here. Each event may have some subsidiary information. Then, we should use custom fields to store them. Just create them as you go. Here are some typical ones for this practice. Two of them, the start date and the end date, should be must-have items, since they will be used for the filter. Now, go to MetaBox and create them. I'll choose the date picker field type for the start and end date of the event. Pay attention that you'll only see this setting for the field when enabling the MB Admin Columns extension. Just turn it on to show the date on the management dashboard. Then you can easily compare with the result. This feature is optional, so I did not mention it before. After creating all the needed fields, go to the Settings tab. Choose Location as Post Type, and select Event to apply these fields to this post type. Now, in the Post Editor, you will see the created custom fields. Simply input data into them. These are some posts that I created for reference. The start date and the end date are shown as admin columns as well. You may want to see these ones once again in the end, to easily compare them with the ones displayed on the page. With Breakdance, you should start by making a global block. This block will get information from a post first, then show it anywhere on your site. Go to Breakdance and create a new global block. Don't forget to pick a post to see how it looks. First, select the div element to cover the block. Inside this div, add some elements to get detailed information of the events. For the image of the event, choose a post featured image element, since it is saved as the post's featured image. As you can see, the image is displayed in the preview. Next, add the post title element for the event title. Now, I want to display the start date, end date, and location in the same style, along with icons. So I chose the icon list element instead of normal text. Since this information is saved in custom fields created with MetaBox, we use insert dynamic tags for each item. Then choose the corresponding fields in the MetaBox section. You'll see the start date appear right away. You can also change any icon you want. Do the same to display the end date. For the location, I'll add another icon list element. Actually, you can use the created icon list for the dates. I just create a new one for separation. Also, use the insert dynamic tags to connect this element with the right field. That's all for displaying event information on the block. It's time to show the event information on the page. Just to clarify, at this stage, we're displaying all the events. For filtering, we'll do it separately in the next step. Now, edit any page with breakdance. I'm going to add a section to this page to show the upcoming events. Begin by selecting a section element. Next, add a heading element and give it a title. To display the wanted posts, we need the post loop builder element. In the global block section, choose the one we've just created. There is no information now. So move to the query section, choose custom, and edit the query to get posts from the custom post type that we use for events. Choose the post types as event to get data from this post type. This is the default setting to display all the posts. If you want to limit how many posts are shown, you can enter the number here. Now, there are some posts with information displayed exactly as we set in the created global block. We've just finished getting all the posts in the event post type. Note that I specifically mentioned all the posts, since we will add the filter later. Let's style the section a bit. Go back to edit the global block to change how the post information looks. As well as style the section. So, you can see all the events displayed on the front end with styling. To display only the upcoming events, we need a custom query to filter those posts. Go back to the query section of the post loop builder element. Instead of using the query as the previous step, we should look for the array section to add conditions flexibly. You can see an available code, which is a PHP array commonly used to customize queries for retrieving data. Let's add some code following this structure to display only the upcoming events. First, add these lines of codes to get all posts in the event post type. Now, we should compare the end date with the current date. If the events have the end date after the current date, they could be displayed. So enter this one to set the meta key as the ID of the field named end date. Next, this one is to get the events that have the end date after the current date. And the value of the current date with its format will be obtained by this line. You'll notice the change in the preview section. Just the upcoming events are displayed. You can see it clearly on the front end. Only events have the end date after the current date, which I marked at the beginning, could be displayed. That's the end of today's tutorial. If you want to learn more about how to play around with MetaBox, please watch other tutorials on this channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to us for more tutorials. Bye.